Being said here on the show that I'm pitting against two duchesses, the Duchess of Cambridge and the sometime royal known as the Duchess of Sussex. But as I often tell you here on the show, I simply present the facts and let you work out for yourself how you believe this particular story is shaping up. So today's breaking royal story is, has Kate been throwing shade against the former royal known as Meghan Markle, and how? Morning, Neil, Sean here. Nice to see you. Welcome back, one and all. Hope you're all keeping well. I hope you have a wonderful day today, whatever you're doing. I am busy as ever, as you can imagine. This Platinum Jubilee is certainly going to be spectacular. Lots of features coming out every 2 minutes about what we can expect, what in fact the royal family can do, but we truly all want to just see our gracious Majesty the Queen, and I'm told she's now back in fighting form, but let's hope that she doesn't overdo it and have to miss out on some of the spectacular events that they are planning in the celebration of 70 glorious years on the throne. But back as ever to your breaking royal story of the day. Now it's interesting, isn't it, because I often say this really, I do find that the royal family do find a way of letting their feelings be known somewhat, albeit through, as our gracious Majesty the Queen does, with pictures in the background, jewels that she may wear during broadcasts or meetings, even colours of hats and coats could signify a certain, shall we say, displeasure if they wish to put it across. But it's now interesting to note that Camilla, as we also pointed out, was rather annoyed with Meghan Markle, stating on international television that she was cut off when, as we told you here on the show, Camilla did a lot to welcome Meghan back into the family. And more importantly, having had such bad press herself, she understood exactly how the media could operate, good and bad. But now, are Meghan, and more importantly Camilla, getting their own back ever so slightly through their latest ventures? As we know, the Duchess of Cornwall is a big reading fan. We know this because she started many reading rooms, including those for adults and now children. Also, she's involved in a competition over here on the BBC Radio 2, which has been very successful for her in the past. That's what I like genuinely about Camilla. She just comes up with things, gets on with them, and really does give her support genuinely to them. And of course, nobody can have not been moved by her very emotional look as she left a church in London while she was going to pray and light candles for the people of Ukraine. We're told that she made a very sizable donation. We're not allowed to disclose what figure, but a very big donation, let me tell you, which is very rare also from senior members of the British monarchy. But now the real centre focuses on the fact that could Camilla, and indeed Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, be throwing, as the young kids like to call it, shade upon Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. And this is all about the reading room, because as we now have seen, Camilla pointed out her favourite children's book, which was called Gangster Granny, all about someone who likes to steal, or tries to steal, should I say, the crown jewels. And it's a children's tale, very funny, very well illustrated. But now, included in that reading room is none other than Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, who's highlighted her favourite children's books. You know where this is going. And she has stated that she has loved Charlotte's Web and Stig of the Dump, two perennial favourites for many people. Stig of the Dump is in fact a very good book, no matter what age you are. Even a big kid like me could always reread it. But it's highlighted the fact that given an opportunity, once again to build bridges, as many have said, that they could have recommended The Bench, the very first literary work from the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, or Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, as she likes to be pitched on the book. Now, a lot of people are reading this as being rather negative, but of course, when you've been asked to pick your favourite books throughout your childhood, obviously you wouldn't think about The Bench. Many people inside palace walls are basically saying, well, she could have done that to offer an olive branch, if you like, to try and patch it up. Well, what does she need to patch up? It wasn't Catherine or Camilla that went on international television and said many negative things. But moving forward, a lot of people over here, and this is gaining traction, are basically saying that this is a very sort of shrewd way of letting the rest of the world know what they think, particularly of the Duchess's first foray into children or indeed adult writing. As ever, I couldn't possibly comment, but I'd love to know exactly what you think in the comments below. I, for one, am going to be sitting on the bench for this one. Neil, Sean, in the very heart of London.